Hello, I'm Daniel Farajun, the developer of the Magic Camera 3D Simulator app. So you can now go and download this app, look at the description of the video, and let's move on. And I'm going to show today this next menu. This is the edit image. It's quite easy to understand. So first of all, we can change and shift your white balance for the camera. So we can make our image more bluish or more orangey, depending on which direction you move this slider. Let's say you have this sky you don't like, right? Because it's blue. We can maybe go for the night, and then it makes more sense. So if we are during the day, the blue is not so good, but at night it's very nice. So if we are at night and put to the right to have an orangey, you are having the understanding of still a sunset. So we can do the opposite. We can put everything orangey and make the light be more bluish, and she will be neutral. Understand? Because we are playing with the opposites. So the blue and the orange are opposites. That's why we are going from one end to the other, blue and orange. So if we go here to the orangey side of the white balance, we can put the bluish gel to the light, and we have the model properly exposed. We can change the time of the day, and maybe we are going again. Oh, look, we have the beautiful sunset coming there, and maybe you want to see more colors of the sky, or you want to fake the night again like we did before. And in this scenario, the blue light for her doesn't work anymore, so we go for the neutral one if you want, or the orangey one. So you have the model with the proper exposure and color, and the background with the blue color. So let's now step down. I will pump up the ISO and also get rid of our ND filter. So now you understand these white balance settings. The next settings is the tint, so where you can put more purple or greenish. So if you go to this side, the left side, you put more green. If you go to the other side, you have more purple. So now we fix the color on the model, because before she was a little bit too greenish with this tuxedo, or I don't know how to say. But now we fix the problem and she is properly exposed. We have now the environment completely blue. So what's the other point here? We can darken the exposure, cloudy. So we are darkening our daytime, and we can pump up our flash and maybe step down overall exposure. And we also are faking this night. But now I think, nah, it's not natural. This blue is too strong, too saturated. So we can come here to the saturation and put down this blue. But it's not working. Why? Because this is coming from the white balance. So we need to adjust here, going to the neutral again, and then pumping back this purple-ish. And now we have a less saturated blue on the sky. And also for her skin. And if we put saturation down, and if we zero this white balance, you have like a black and white picture, like this. This is your black and white version. So you can also work in the black-white mode like this, pumping your saturation down, so you can have a better understanding of lighting, how the colors work when translating to this black and white environment. So it's also very good learn and learning curve that you can apply to yourself and work for yourself. Okay, the next step is the contrast. So the contrast we are reducing, so we don't have super whites and super blacks. And the more we put to the left, you have more middle tones. But the more you pump up to the right, you have blacks more intense and whites more intense, like this. So this can also be like a tool, like a language for you to work on your photography. So even if you change the color of the light, you feel that it's changing here. So everything now, you are going to have a complete understanding on how to work with colors and light and saturation. You see now it's ridiculous, but with the black and white it works. Okay, so the last thing that we didn't cover till now is, for example, let me put normal. For example, we can use the hue here, and we are going to shift completely the images. This is something that you can find in Photoshop, not in the cameras usually. But I decided to put here because you can do some creative stuff if you think so. You can simply shift all the colors in the image without selection. Just everything will shift and change colors. Okay. As another tool for this panel, we have the guidelines. So now we can understand where to put this model in the picture. We can maybe put her, let me reduce the sensitivity. We can place her on this vertical third, for example. We can put her out of this third and have more, let's say, white space, and you have more place here for you to look at the scenario and then find the model. All these composition techniques you can download from this app. You can come here and you can learn photography. You have this ebook, The Magic Composition, and you have the book, The Magic Camera, where you learn everything about cameras. Here, everything about composition, more than 400 pages about composition, and here more than 400 pages about camera. So we are missing now the center, so we can understand where is the center of this image. We can place her absolutely in the center. We can, of course, it will be the next step, but I can move her head and make her now look to this side, or place her to the other side, and it will make more sense that also if she will be looking there. You see how the light changed, everything changed. So this is an amazing tool for you to understand the position of the light, the position of the model, the position of the head, how to position the head, and what's the light coming from this place, this side, etc., etc., etc. So if you are going to place her head that direction, and if you want this area more bright, move the position of the light. Now we are in front of the camera, not a good idea. Exposure, and move a little bit to remove this reflection. Now you understand the guidelines that you can place the model, the elements, and it's not only the models that you can put, you are going to see now, and you can place different elements, and you also can use or not these guidelines. You do the good picture, you position the model the way you want, change these settings to have a sharper image. Let's bring more light and take a picture. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the next menu on the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please let me know. If you have any suggestions for the app, please let me know in the comments. And also help your friends to download this app and to practice photography, to learn photography with the links on the description. Okay, See you soon on the next video. Bye bye.